Hey guys, it's the Comics Kid, and welcome back to Minecraft. Sort of. Um, I'm not actually playing Minecraft right now. I'm just using it as like a visual stimulant. Um, because I figured, hey, this is something new, and I want to try this. And I figured this would be better than dancing pictures. So, yeah. But yeah, I wanted to do this for a while. Just experiment with this because I want to keep growing and evolving with my YouTube channel and not just be like stuck in this like one spot of like no face cam, play for like 40-50 minutes or more, and then just be done. But yeah. So, I don't know. This is my 4th year of doing YouTube, and I'm trying not to do this, and the key word is trying. But I'm having a hard time comparing myself to like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier, because I feel like I should be. I feel like I should be at the level that they were at when they did YouTube, like 10 billion years ago. When they started doing YouTube 10 billion years ago, I should say. So it's just like, hey, you're not there. So I'm like, why? So yeah, it's just also doubly hard, because it's like, hey, you want to be as big as them, but you're not as big as them when they were 4 years in, when you're 4 years in, when they're like a decade now. I'm like, don't tell me this, brain. That's all I have to say to you. So yeah, but it's just hard for me to compare myself to them, because it's like, hey, your heroes are like just grew really fast and really well. Why aren't you? So I guess that's a better way to say it, what I just said, without like all the confusing stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really all know what I want to really do. Well, I mean, I do and I don't. Because, like, I know what I want to do for this video. It's just, like, I don't know how to, like, say it, how to speak it, how to, like, convey it. Like, that type of thing. But one thing that I do want to, one thing I do know that I want to do, there we go, I can speak, for this, like, video, is to, like, let you in on some stuff about me, and, like, what I want to do for this channel, and, like, what I hope my community is like whenever I get a community. Yeah, I wrote a script out for this, but I'm like not reading it because it's like, this doesn't fit the vibe. of a clean-shaven, hello everyone, my name is the Comics Kid, and welcome to, like, no, that doesn't really fit with what I'm going for. It needs to be, I feel like it's like, this video needs to be more rough around the edges. It's like, hey, I'm fucking human, how about you? Type of thing. So, to recap, and to, like, share new things for all the new people or the people who are, like, new and, like, don't know me and, like, blah, blah, blah. So, hi, my name is Bill. I am 21. I mainly use he, him pronouns, but I'm also comfortable with they, them. I sometimes, very rarely sometimes, joke that I don't really care what pronouns you use with me. All I really care about is it just doesn't sound feminine, or if it's not, I just care if it's not feminine or it doesn't sound feminine. Let me put it that way. That's what I was trying to say and convene. So, yeah, yeah. My heroes and role models in life are Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Ethan Nestor, and Stanley. My favorite Disney movies currently are The Nightmare Before Christmas, Lilo and Stitch, Tarzan, and Treasure Planet. I live in America, North America, United States America. This America. My favorite TV shows right now are The Masked Singer, Has-Been Hotel, Bluey, and The Curse of Oak Island. Red is my favorite color. I don't know. I don't know why at this point I am reading off of the script, but I'm like, why do I have my favorite color in here? I don't know why, but I'm like, I don't know what else to put, so it's just fuck it. keep red as my favorite color. I have insomnia and a terrible sleep schedule because of that, but I also have a terrible sleep schedule and have insomnia because of that. It's this weird catch-22 of like, hey, I have insomnia and a terrible sleep schedule, and because of that, I have the other thing. It's weird. I like to read Marvel, DC, and Hellboy comics mainly, but there are other types of comics that I want to read and, like, get. Like TMNT, Sonic, or just really anything that, like, really catches my eye. Like these two, I don't want to say, I know one of them's an indie comic, but I don't know if the other one is, but I'm just gonna label it as an indie comic so I can just quickly say this stuff. But yeah, so just like any other indie comics or just comics that really catch my eye, like The Black Suit of Death or The Nasty. My favorite games right now, I guess, are, or not, well, not really games, but franchises. I guess my favorite game franchises would probably be Pokemon, Left 4 Dead, Undertale, and I don't know if there are any others. Those are the only ones I can really think of. I don't really know if what I just shared is TMI or basically nothing. because of what we in because of the weird new digital age we're living in. But yeah, those are some things about me, both new and recapping. Yeah. So what I want what I want to do for this channel is basically 4 things, maybe 5. And I'm already doing one, which is Let's Plays. So it's I'm basically just like, so people already know what I want, like, know one of the 4 things I want to do. I'm gonna frame it as 4 because I don't really know how much I want to do the 5th, but the 5th does kind of sound interesting to me, but like at the same time it doesn't. It will happen, but I don't want to be. These 4 things that I'm gonna like say, like the Let's Plays and like the other 3 things, are like the 4 cornerstones of my channel. Let me put it that way. So I don't know if the 5th one is going to be a cornerstone or not, because I definitely know I'm gonna do it. It's just I don't know if it's going to be a cornerstone. So that's why I'm like confused on like, I don't know if it's going to happen or not. So yeah. Anyway, I guess I should talk about the things I want to do. So the things are Let's Plays, talking about like comic characters, comic stuff, talk about comics and like what's happening in like Marvel, what's happening in DC, comic origins and stuff like that. I want to sing song covers, and then I want to talk about like movies. Like, those are the 4 things that I'm like, yes, these are the 4 cornerstones of my channel. When am I gonna get to them? Who knows? I know I'm definitely going to try to like get them at, like, be like, hey, bam, here we are. Salutations, how you doing? I definitely want to get them. I definitely want them to be here as soon as possible. It's just I don't know really how to like record them, how to like really edit them, how to like do anything. So it's like, you see here now type of thing. So it's I'm just like, I don't know. that's I guess that's like just the key thing so far of just like, I don't know, here's things, here are words. So the 5th and like maybe cornerstone, but not cornerstone, that I definitely will be doing. Well, definitely the 5th maybe cornerstone, but the thing I definitely want to like do a couple of times would be like speed paints, or like animation memes, or just animation, or just drawings, or other things kind of like that, I guess. I really talk about it. But the reason why I want to do like those 5 things is that's basically who I am at my core. I'm a geeky dude who just likes games, comics, music, movies, and drawing. That is simply how you could describe me, just a geeky dude who likes games, comics, movies, music, and drawing. I forget. You know how a Let's Play goes. I'm gonna talk about like what, like each thing, kinda, sorta. Like I don't really have to, but like everyone, like, oh yeah, duh, like Let's Plays and Syncs covers. Those are like very simple things in concept. I know exactly what you mean. But, like, what do you mean about comic stuff? Even though I explained it. Like, what do you mean by talk about movies? Yeah, I should kind of talk about those, because, like, there are things I want to say about each, like, cornerstone, and I don't really know what I would say about the speed paints or animations, but I'll try to, I guess. So whenever I play, like, The Room, or Portal, or First Snow, or Psychonauts, there is a good chance that I will play the sequel games for them. It's just going to take me some time to, like, do that. And I will totally take recommendations for Let's Plays. And like I just said, it would just take me some time to do them, to get to them. Cause cause Kyle recommended Sally Face along with Ib, and I still have yet to play that game. And a personal friend that I know, said that I should play Elder Scrolls. I'm definitely thinking about streaming that one, because I'm like, I would not know what the fuck to do with that for recording, so streaming it might be better. Yeah. I guess I should talk about streaming now, because I really want to stream. I just don't know, with the whole fucking Twitch thing going on, with how it's set up, and like how no big star YouTuber wants to touch it and just is streaming on YouTube, but YouTube is like, hey, if it's over 12 hours, we're not gonna keep it. I don't know. I still have to figure all that out. I don't have the equipment for it, just straight up. I mean, like literally, this is what my desk looks like right now. Like, it's not a big desk, first off, and there's not really much here that I do. And I'm sure someone is thinking or typing this, but like, yeah, but like thinking of this, or like typing this, or just something of this, I can just totally see someone being like, oh yeah, no, you could stream off that. That's totally streamable. You could totally have the capability of streaming on that. Yes, sure. It's just, I probably don't use the right streaming software. And if I don't do that, and if I did, that would probably help better. I don't use anything fancy. I use the inbuilt recording system of the computer, which is literally just Windows plus Alt plus R. That's it. That's what I use to record footage, like for my games, for my tier lists, for my thoughts and theories, for my try not to laughs. That's literally what I use. I use Record Pad for my voice, which works a treat. I don't really want to upgrade that because I don't really know if I should upgrade that, because I'm like, hey, it works. Whereas the streaming stuff, like not the streaming stuff, the recording software I use barely works. Where it's like, hey, we're gonna fucking crap out at the 20 mark, 50 mark, and hour and 24 mark, and I'm like, great, and it caps at the 2 hour mark, so I'm like, great. So I definitely need to upgrade my streaming recording software system. But I don't really know if I need to upgrade. I probably do, but because I don't know if Record Pad is like, hey, we can't stream with this. You are a bitch-a-lich for even trying to think of that. But yeah, anyway, back to like the whole like what I use segment. I went off on a rant somewhere. I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, so I use Record Pad to record my voice, and the microphone I use is a Samsung Q9U for, like I said, my microphone. That's my microphone. I realized I was reading off the script. That's why it came out so weird, because my brain was like, oh yeah, we'll just like casually speak, and now we're reading the script. And you don't realize that, so you're gonna be like, fucking weird. Like, yeah, my microphone that I use is the Samsung Q9 for my mic. Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. You already said what you use for your microphone. Why are you saying it twice? This is going off smoothly. If you could not tell. For the thumbnails that I do edit, and they're not just straight up a image of either the gameplay or just a Google image, an image you can find on Google. That's what I wanted to say, not Google image. For the actual thumbnails that I do edit, I use GIMP. I don't really know if Photoshop would be better than GIMP, probably, but it's just like, hey, GIMP's free. Here you go. I'm like, great, thanks. And then what I use to, like, edit all of what I use to edit, like, the video and, my voice, and, like, throwing up pictures and, like, throwing up title cards and all of that. I use OpenShot. And that OpenShot, I haven't tried this for like a couple of years, but last time I tried it didn't like OBS, so that would be another thing I would have to upgrade. I'm not really sure if I would have to upgrade GIMP or not, but if I do, okay, sure, I'll upgrade it, because there are some times where I'm like, it's mainly like cutting out like the white background of the photos that I have struggled with, because like once I cut it and I'm like, okay, let's just move this around and like resize it, it's like, nope, we're only doing that inside the thing you just cut. I'm like, god damn it, right? So I have to like leave the cutting out for last and then guesswork everything else. So I'm like, so I don't know if upgrading GIMP would be just what I want to do, or if it would just be the same thing, but hey, different software. And another thing, going back to the streaming thing, is I want to see what chat's saying and like see if like anyone was there at all, because I imagine my first stream would go terribly wrong and like only 3 people would show up and like bully me or not streaming right. I don't know. So yeah, I would just be like so I don't know. Like I said, I want to do comic stuff, and basically what that entails is just, hey, here's this character, here's this origin, here's some fun facts, here's like give the origin of a character and like history and like all of that, because that's what initially got me into comics, is like, here's the origin of Wolverine, here's the origin of Spider-Man, here's the origin of the Hulk, here's the history of them all as well. So it's like, oh, that would be, that's what drew me in. I'm like, oh, that's really cool, I like that, blah, 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 blah. And then I would just, like, talk about whatever's going on in Marvel or DC, or anything else like that, because, like I said, I want to branch out more than just Marvel, Hellboy, and DC. Like, I have 3 Sonic issues. That's it. I want to read more Sonic the Hedgehog comics, but I'm like, I don't know where to find them, because like the one comic book store that I go to doesn't really have old issues. It just has current issues and not a lot of Sonics. So I'm like, where is he? I don't know. Anyway, another thing I would want to do would be covering old events, like Civil War, The Killing Joke, Seed of Destruction, to name off Team NT thing that I haven't read yet, The Last Ronin, that whole arc run thing, even though that's not really an event, but fuck it, it's an event in my head, so sure. And going back to the thing I just said before about like what's going on in like Marvel, DC, TMNT, Sonic, Hellboy, blah blah blah, any of those, I would have to educate myself more and like force myself to read and like force myself to like keep up with the current issues, because I'm like, oh yeah, just current issues, like this is happening. Oh well. I know what's happening. I got like one comic of this totally event, cause look it. Yeah. Oh my god. The I can remember myself like watching whenever Rogan Gambit, that initial like comic run was getting released. I bought the first issue, and I was like, oh, they're gonna surely they're gonna announce when the next issue comes out. No, they didn't. They did not. They did not. So I quickly, like, got distracted with another 10 billion things with that instead of that run because I wanted to be on top of that run, but I just surely did not. Yeah. Yeah, I want to sing covers, for, like, a bunch of songs. I guess some songs, and when I sing covers, that also means, like, doing, like, a music video for them of, like, this random character that popped into my head as I listened to the song, like, dancing or murdering an entire Yakuza gang or something like that, and I would, like, act that out way off into the future, or maybe not at all, or something, or maybe I animate it. Like, but that's kind of what I mean by singing covers. I sing a song and cover it as, like, a cover. And then maybe when my skills are up and better, because I feel like my drawing skills aren't good, and I'm like, I don't feel confident in my skills. I can doodle, but I can't draw. But I can draw. Type of thing. I don't know. But I guess to name some examples for songs, it would kind of, like, look like Radioactive from Imagine Dragons, With Great Power from JT Music, Safe and Sound from Capital Cities, and then, like, Loser Baby from Has Been Hotel. In fact, that's going to be the next video I release. It's going to be a Loser Baby cover. So I guess to give off another example, because that's hardly an example of, like, what I would do, would be, like, the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme. That would be a better example than Loser Baby, because Loser Baby is gonna come up right next after this video. Maybe, I don't know. So I've been dodging this one. What do I mean about, like, what do I mean when I say talking about movies? They're not my favorite channels, but I really, really like them. Like, my favorite channels would obviously be, like, Mark, Jack, and Ethan. Mark, Sean, and Ethan, I should say. Well, I don't know what Jack, because Jacksepticeye, duh. Anyway. Those would be, like, in triple S tier and blah, blah, blah. If I was to, like, tier them on, like, how I like them. But, like, another couple of channels that I like would, like, to put, like, an S, A rank, not SA, but, like, S rank or A rank type of thing. That range would be Cinema Wins and Cinema Therapy. So it would be just basically, like, an imitation of them on how they do stuff, where they just, like, watch a movie and they talk about it. So that's basically what I would do, is just, I would watch a movie, pause it, not really pause it, but, like, loop the scene or pause the thing, so people could see it and talk about it and stuff, and to know what I'm talking about, and then just like share my thoughts on it. And it just wouldn't really matter what. It would just be like it could range from an entire rant to, hey, those shoes look pretty. Because those are my thoughts during a movie. Like, I pause movies and, like, digest. It's literally how I digest some movie. That is literally just the digestion of movies sometimes, is just an entire rant about knowledge about this film, or, hey, I like these shoes this character is wearing. That's me. And I guess I would emphasize movies as well, because I know Cinema Wins has branched off into like the MCU shows, that like the Disney Plus shows. I don't know really how to cover that that because that kind of like clashes with my system, because I'm like, the entire video is this movie. Like, the entire video is this movie. Do I do all of the episodes in one? Do I do all of the episodes in one video? Do I do one episode a video? Do I make it? Do I make the video a certain time limit and then work around the episodes that way? Like I said, I wouldn't really know what to do for TV schedule, like for TV shows and like the Disney Plus shows for the MCU, because I want to cover the entire MCU, like from Iron Man to, from Iron Man to, not Deadpool and Wolverine. That's the upcoming one, but that hasn't come out yet. Fuck. From Iron Man to the Marvels. Right, that's the... brain is not... It cannot keep up with. Past Phase 4, my brain went, fuck that. Phase 1 through 3, solid. Phase 4, can't tell you shit. So yeah, and then I would also cover like the other important movies, like the Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire trilogy, and Andrew Garfield's sequels, first and sequel movie. I guess that's how you say that, because that's weird how we don't have a we have trilogy, we have quadrilogy, and then pentailogy, I think, but we don't have one for, but all we have is like a sequel. I don't know, that's weird. I want to start and I know exactly what I would title, like, I know exactly what I want to do for that series. But like I said, I would do the entire MCU. The first couple of movies I want to start with for that would be Encanto and Turning Red. Because I'll explain that when I actually start that whole process of talking about movies. But some others would be like the Super Mario movie, Free Guy, Kung Fu Panda, the Dark Knight trilogy, just to like give examples, I guess. And then anything like I cover in thoughts and theories as well, I will cover in like the talk about movies, or talking about movies. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it, by the way. Let's talk about movies, and like each title will be like, let's talk about X movie. Like, let's talk about Encanto, let's talk about Turning Red. Because it's a discussion. I'm sharing my thoughts with you, and I want to know if you would agree with me or not on these films, and blah, 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 blah. I guess if I was to treat speed paints and animation as a cornerstone of my channel, because here's the weird thing. I don't treat animation as my cornerstone, like animation on its own, but if it's for a music video, if it's for a song cover, I consider it a song cover, not an animation, which is weird. My brain wonky. I got a wonky brain. But I guess if I was to treat speed paints and animation and just drawing on this channel a cornerstone, I wouldn't really do that all that often. Like these other 4 things that I want to do, like these other 4 things would be the main thing, and the biggest main thing would be Let's Plays, because that's easy, that's fun, that I can easily do that. Everything else takes a bit more time and stuff, and I can just easily get those out. Like, those are harder to get out, and I can't get those easily out. Whereas a Let's Play is, here's the game, here's my voice, here's what I'm thinking, shit it out, bada bing, bada boom, here you go. And even if I'm like, shit, I can just, like, do a Cozy Grove. That's another thing I should talk about that I didn't put in my, script. I initially wanted to do a thing where it was like, here's, I guess, to talk about other stuff as well, because I should first bring that up and then go back to my other thought. I want to have a face cam. I want to do a face cam because that seems fun, because hey, I'm visual. You can't tell that I'm doing faces and I'm like gesturing with my voice, even though you maybe can, but I don't know. I don't know you. You don't know me. But yeah. I don't. Going back to like my desk and how everything's set up and that whole arrangement, I don't really know how to really arrange all of that, because like I don't know if I need to move my mic over. I don't know if I need to switch, like I don't know if I need to move my ring light to the other side. I don't know if I need to move my mic to the other side, if I need to put my mic behind my desk, if I need to bring my desk out a little bit. I don't know what to do. I would have to figure that out. Did I finish talking about speed paints and anime? I guess I did. I don't know, but I'll talk about that in a second. If I didn't. And then like there's the whole other problem of how do I record my face while doing this? How do I like get the footage from the camera onto the computer, or would I even need to worry about that? Would even OpenShot consider or allow me to edit on the face cam to this gameplay that I did? Yeah, that's like that type of thing. I would basically, it's basically just me wanting to like imitate Sean, I don't know why I'm going, no, I don't know why I'm going to Jack, because I'm not really thinking, and he has Jack in his, fucking, title card, and I normally just call him Jacksepticeye, so calling him Jack is just, as a shorthand of Jacksepticeye, is what I default to. Getting frustrated also, but I'm slightly tired / waking up. I don't know. I'm getting too old for this. Because I joke about that. Anyway. I just want to imitate, like, Sean, Mark, and Ethan, but just have my own spin and style on that type of thing. And I'm nowhere near close for getting a face cam. I'm low on money right now, so I couldn't even get one. so one's not even coming anytime soon. But that is one thing I want to do in the future. So yeah. So anyway, the thing that I didn't initially put in my script that I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Back when I started the channel, I was like, okay, we are going to have 3 types of Let's Plays. One where I talk and you can see my face cam. One where I talk but I don't have a face cam. And then one where I'm quiet and have no face cam. Like a quiet Let's Play. I don't really enjoy doing the quiet Let's Plays anymore. The only reason why I still kind of consider having it is because of Cozy Grove. But once Cozy Grove's gone, once I finish Cozy Grove, I'm basically just done with the quiet Let's Plays. Just because, I don't really enjoy recording them because I have, 50 billion things I want to say, and, I'm like, oh, right, I'm not recording my voice. I'm saying these for, no reason. So it's why bother? So, I guess the thing I would initially do would be, I guess the other two of, having my voice and having a face cam, and having a voice but no face cam, those are still viable, but the quiet Let's Plays, like Cozy Grove or Detective Grimoire, Secret of the Swamp, is not really going to be anything anymore. So yeah. And like I said, the reason why I want to, not like I said, the reason why I want to do, the reason why I want to have a face cam is because that's what appeals to me the most. I like the idea of doing a face cam because, that's what I grew up with YouTube. I don't really want to VTube. I like watching it, but, doing it, I'm but when I think about, doing it, I'm not really. There's not that appeal attraction to VTube, but if it's hey, we need you to, if, what's it? If Snuffy, I don't, just to name a random VTuber that pops up on my For You page on TikTok sometimes, or, Sayu, or someone. If a popular VTuber was hey, I need you to dance around as me as I take a bathroom break, I would be alright, fine, I guess I'll do that, but I don't really want to do that, but just, eh. But if it was like, hey, we're gonna help you start your own VTuber thing, I would be like, no thanks. I'll pass on that. So, it's like I'm saying and talking about. It's just really not my thing, and it's just not the kind of thing that I'm like wanting to do. I do have my own insecurities about my body and like my worries about doing a face cam and all of that, but I'm just like I'm pretty sure I'll get over it with time. Here's a little dive into my brain. If Sayu or like Jacksepticeye approached me and was like, all right, we will help you with this, but whichever one you answer, you will have to hold it out forever. No changing it, no take backsies. You have to do this one thing, this one way forever. Forever. Would you rather have a face cam and like record these things, or would you rather have a VTube model and like VTube and everything? I would want to do the face cam because that's what appeals to me more. So it's just, and that's what I would like doing more. I would actually get to show my face and expressions and like move around and things like that. So so if it was just like, yeah, if I was like forever held to a choice, it would be face cam. Yeah. Plus, I don't want to be stuck with dancing pictures because I don't. The pictures are getting tired of dancing. So it's just this weird thing of like, I don't know. Oh right, I don't remember if I talked about. I know I like I know I like grazed. I think I grazed over. I think I started talking about speed paints and animation and drawing on the channel, but I think I just grazed over it and I didn't really go in depth with it. That's what I wanted to say. That's where my brain was trying to lead me, but too many thoughts, too many words, not enough speaking. So I just to cover my ass, I'm gonna read from the script. For speed paints and animation, I don't think I would do those often. I can only really think of a series I want to do for speed paints and one animation beam that I really want to do. I guess for most of the animations I would want to do is for the music videos I have in my head for songs. Yeah, like I said, like animation wise, I don't really have anything, but the songs in my head, like a music video in my head that I want to do, that's about it. Anything else, I'm like, I don't fucking know. I've been toying with the idea of like animating my vlogs, but then I'm like, I don't really know that, because like I want to show off my face, but like when like Sean or Mark does a vlog with their face, I get easily bored. Versus if it's something like The Odds One Out or a Janet Animation, I'm more intrigued. So it's like, I don't fucking know. I guess since it's my 4-year anniversary of doing YouTube, I should talk about why I want to be a YouTuber. Like, why do I want to be as big as Jacksepticeye? Like, why do I want to be as big as Markiplier? It's short and sweet of it. Just to be completely honest, I just want to help people, and that's the main reason. Another, like, that's the big and main reason, and I do want to do other stuff, and like do everything that I feel like YouTube could like help me out with, like direct movies, create like a comic company, or I don't know, just tell stories in any way, in any type of fashion, I guess. I feel like YouTube is a good place to start with that, and like everything, because YouTube is like a giant hodgepodge of shit. Like, a lot of people were like, hey, we're gonna do like, I don't know, just like, there's beauty, there's gaming, there's political stuff, there's it's just, you want video format, here's video format. So I feel like starting with YouTube would be a good place to start, because like, yeah, that's a lot of people where a lot of people start, but like, that's kind of like, that's not the reason behind. That's just like, hey, here's a opportunity that you get to do with this. There's a specific word that I'm looking for that I can't think of it right now. It's oh my god, I can't think of the word. It's like it's like a addition. It's an add-on to this thing. I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word, but it's just like, hey, if you start YouTube to help people, you can kind of get your foot in the door to like create stories that you want to create. And I'm like, yeah, that's good and all, but like, the only reason why I want to create stories and like do YouTube is to help people. The reason why I want to help people is I didn't grow up in a very good household. My parents divorced ever since I could remember. Basically since the day of my birth. Let me put it like, I don't know. And I had to bounce back in between my mom and dad's houses, and I was mainly at my dad's. But yeah, like, it just not really a good household. But one day I discovered Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and I just fell in love with them and how they made so many people happy by being complete and utter idiots of themselves. But that's who they were. They were just being their authentic self, and just they made so many people happy and stuff like that. And I am one of those many people. They gave me happiness. They gave me comfort. They made me feel like I belong somewhere and that I should stay on this earth. They gave me all of that and made me smile while I was in a place of darkness. So I really want to just pay that forward. I want to make people smile. I want to make people feel comfortable. I want to make people feel like they have somewhere to go after a bad day, a bad week, a bad year, a bad life, a bad whatever. And I want them to know that they have a place on this earth. That people love and care about you, no matter what. And that's kind of what I expect out of my community. Is just... that's... And what I mean by just... That's what I mean. That's what I expect out of my community as well. It's just... It's like a giant hangout place where you could go after, like, your parents fought, or you just broke up with your romantic partner and you need to, like, cry, or you need to just need to feel better or something. It's just, hey, you can come here and watch my videos and laugh and cry and get angry with me, or get angry at me for not playing the game right, or whatever. Just so you can feel better. And that's kind of what I just want my community to be. It's a place where you can go to forget your problems for however long you need to, for a video, 2 videos, a whole entire playlist, or just, like, I don't have shorts on my channel, but just to give you a short, or just whatever, just whatever you need to forget your problems and just laugh and discuss with other people who share an interest with you. We all have something going on in our lives. It might be the same problem, it might be something completely different. But I want this community to feel like you have a friend you can laugh with, to vent to, or just to hang out with. And that can be in any way, shape, or form that this community takes part of, like the comments, or like a place to share fan art and like fan animation, or like memes or something. I guess that's also another reason why I want to do YouTube, is because I didn't grow up in a nice household. It felt very hard for me to connect with other people. I struggle with overthinking and, like, social anxiety and stuff. So I am constantly having, and I did So I would and am constantly having thoughts of, do they even like me? Am I a bother to them? Am I just annoying them by being present? Things of that nature. Thoughts of that nature, I should say. And like I just said, I still have those thoughts. I can't get over that yet. I haven't gotten over that yet. So if you need to take something away from this video, like take some big thing, or like anything, I guess it would be this. To anyone who feels or felt this way, who felt or feel very alone and very depressed and just wants to belong, you do. You do have a place to belong. You have a place where you don't need to feel that way anymore. And that there are people who want to be friends with you. You matter. You are a wonderful person, and you belong here. I want you to know that. I'm trying not to break down in tears because I'm like, because in the script I have what I just said. I try to say that to my younger self, and I'm trying not to break down because as I was saying that, I was envisioning that kid who felt like he didn't have any friends. Saying that to him. So I'm just trying not to break down in tears here. It's not working, but hey, like I said, keyword trying. So I guess with all of that, I should probably end this video. I don't want to end it on like a bitter ending or a bittersweet ending or something like that, so I'll try to make it more sweeter. Hopefully I can make it more sweeter. So to do that, to make it sweeter before I end the video, I want to say thank you just to everyone who watches my videos, even if it's for a brief moment or if you watch the entire thing. To all the people who like and subscribe to me, and like my videos and subscribe to me. Thank you to all of the people who leave comments so I can reply and talk to you, or just leave a like or a heart when I don't know what to say back. Just thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all for watching and liking and subscribing.